Order. Question number 5, Jonathan Young.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Immigration and asks, what recent announcements has he made regarding the New Zealand Residence Program?
The Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
Mr Speaker, yesterday I announced a number of changes to the New Zealand Residency Program. The Residence Program is reviewed every 2 years to ensure we have the right number and mix of people gaining residency.
Order. Order. The question's been asked. I want to hear the answer. I want less interjection from one member in particular. The Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
The changes to the program include lowering the maximum range for residency approvals for the next 2 years from 100,000 to 95,000, raising the number of points required for residency under the skilled migrant category from 140 to 160 points, and reducing the number of places for the family categories to 2,000 per year. Migrants make a valuable contribution to New Zealand, both culturally and economically. The government periodically reviews all our immigration settings to make sure they're working as intended.
Supplementary.
Order.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Jonathan Young.
What effects will these changes have on the New Zealand Residence Program?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
Demand for residency is currently high. Increasing the points required to gain residence from 140 to 160 will maintain the long-run average of residence visas granted. It will also prioritise visas for higher skilled migrants to ensure we get the right balance between attracting skilled workers that allow companies to grow and managing demand in a period of high growth. The changes to the residency program demonstrates this government is taking a responsible and pragmatic approach to managing immigration.
Order. Order. Supplementary question in Lees-Galloway.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Can the Minister confirm that by reducing the target band from 100,000 to 95,000 could mean that just 68 fewer permanent residency approvals are made in each of the next 2 years, given that over the last 2 years there were 95,137?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
Mr Speaker, no, I can't confirm that, and quite the opposite, because if the member breaks down those numbers across the previous 2 years, 2014-15 was 43,085. 2015-16 was 52,052, and the projections are for that number to continue to grow were it not for the changes we are announcing.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question in Lees-Galloway.
What changes to the system for temporary work visas is he considering? And will any of them include Labour's proposals, which he described as, quote, thinly veiled xenophobic rhetoric?
Mr Speaker.
Order. The Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
Mr Speaker, in answer to the first question, the member will just have to wait and see. In answer to the second question, I can tell the member that it certainly won't have any reference to people with Chinese-sounding surnames.
Order.